Hey guys, so this is just a voiceover. I didn't really feel like talking when I did this little ride. At the end of the video, you're going to notice there's a couple things from an app. I'll go over at the end. Basically, this was just a little bit of spirited driving that I did to kind of break away or blow off some steam on Sunday. No, never did more than a half throttle pull. It was a good time. I'm going to kind of do some voiceover over a couple different parts of what I was doing and kind of go over the situation with the recall. So I contacted the dealership on behalf of my 2023 S1000RR. And I talked to a guy at Foothills BMW here in Denver. I let him know that I had the bike, that I heard that there was a recall on it, something about the brake lever. Talked to him. He could not give me any info. He said it was too new. They were waiting for it to be posted, but that he did see that there was a stop sale put on the bike and that he does not sure when he'll have the info. Didn't recommend anything, didn't tell me anything else other than that. That's all I was told. I've gathered a little bit of information off of just some forums and things about something about the brakes activating while either the brakes are hot or the bike is hot, something about the ABS system. And so what you saw at the beginning of the video was a little clip, and what happened was I was on an exit and I was coming to a stop going about 20-30 miles an hour. And I don't know if you know this, but the BMW app actually tracks the entire ride, like second per second. Acceleration, deceleration, lean angle, the whole nine. And I actually found that the ABS system activated for some reason at that specific moment. It shows on the map, and it felt like somebody quickly grabbed the front brake like multiple times in a row, really fast, just boom, 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 boom. And I did have another spot in the beginning of the video, right? Oh, you just saw it. And in that spot, I did have a similar feeling, but I thought it was me. I thought I was the one that was causing this issue. And so I'm not totally sure what this issue is with the recall. It's something so fast and so simple that you'd almost think that it was just you grabbing the brake just a little bit too much, but it's the vibration of it, the on and off, on and off, on and off type system that the ABS is causing this to happen, I would imagine. But here's just some writing that I did. Feel free to take a look through the video. I'll get back on the voice recording towards the end. I also wanted to ask if you guys, depending on wherever you are in the world, comment down below and let me know where you're at. I think it's really cool to see the community of everybody that rides these bikes, and comment, just be like, hey, I'm from India, UK, wherever, and then subscribe. So I'm just about ready to get on the highway here. This is about a couple minutes before, a couple exits down from when the situation happened, when the little weird thing happened with the brakes. Keep in mind, this bike is still not fully broken, so I do some spirited riding here, but I make sure I keep it under half throttle. The bike still has plenty of power, even with only going to 8,000 RPM. When you're doing the braking, you kind of need to, it basically requests that you don't do any full throttle pulls, don't leave your RPMs at the same, or leave them at the same RPM for an extended amount of time. So you might see me downshift here and there and kind of move it around. I've broken in quite a few motors at this point, so it's just here. It's either here nor there. I'm sure everybody has their opinion on it, but that's basically what I'm doing here, is just trying to get home. The cruise control on this bike is probably one of my favorite things to do with the highway. I think it's amazing, and I've actually got to the point now where I can pretty much ride mostly without my hands, which I know is not the safest thing, but it definitely helps on those longer trips. 20-30 minutes on the highway, it definitely will help with the back and everything like that. about a minute before the actual situation. I'm not riding super hard. I'm not on the brakes. Go about 65, 70. Coming up to my exit. Um, didn't notice anything wrong with the bike at this point. Didn't feel anything. So this is about to my exit. You're gonna see as I get to about 20 miles an hour or so, you'll just see my head bob a little bit. You'll see the camera bob. When that happens, if you look at my right hand, you can tell that I'm on the brakes, but I'm not actually, it would be too hard to actually physically grab it that fast. So it's about right here. So you saw the head bob, and then you'll see me look at my right hand, like what the heck was that? I didn't know if maybe my hand twitched or something weird happened, and I kind of grab it and check the brake again, and it seemed to be fine. So I really don't know where that issue is. I don't know if it's going to end up being a software update that fixes it or something wrong with the lever, or I guess we'll have to wait and see. So this is the info from the app. It watches everything. You can see where it shows that it activates on the map itself. It shows that it activates ABS, and then right there, I decelerate really hard, and that's because it grabbed the brakes pretty hard. So I'm not totally sure why, but just wanted to show you guys that clip on it.